Hey guys, it's been a while speaking in English here, checking in. I took quite a bit of a break. A lot happened the last month or so. I kind of gave some hints in Spanish and in English, just a few health issues, but also just some changes in life. So I'm going to keep the titles and everything in Spanish, at least what I've done. I mean, I did that on purpose, and I'm going to uh, the goal of this channel. I mean, I'll have my opinions. I'll spout off on occasion like anyone else, but that's still kind of my goal where I want to go on this. Took some time off, and my goal now that I'm kind of back, I needed to kind of rethink some things. And I've also been traveling for work. I work for the government, is all I'll say, and so I travel a lot for my work. And yes, I do work. My work does involve the Department of the Treasury. It's a lot you learn. But I do want to pass some of this off. So yeah, I took a little bit of a break. It's good to be back in a way, just kind of rethinking some things. Um, and also losing some weight. My doctor got on to me about certain habits of mine, and I've lost a little bit of weight. I need to lose some more, but that's good though. Um, the couple of big things I think that are going on, and I'll speak here to what's impacting Latinos, especially in my generation. A big thing. I'll get back to the screen thing here in a few moments, but obviously for those that have student loans, repayments will start here. Looks like probably in another couple of months. I guess it depends, unless if you're if you're active status, if you're in school, that doesn't really matter. But those that are in deferred status, that's going to change it pretty quickly, and are waiting on a big Supreme Court decision that may or may not help people being able to get a one-time forgiveness on that, and the court's ruling maybe as early as tomorrow, probably no later than next week. And from what I've heard and read on that ruling, if the court upholds that for about half of people, their student loan debt is gone, forgiven, poof. For those that is not forgiven, something to consider as you get back to work and you begin repaying is to contact your student loan holder, your service provider, because if you're having trouble making payments, or if you think you're going to have trouble making payments, there are options out there. There are deferment options, there are forbearance options. Interest is going to get tacked on, but that they can help you potentially. But I can assure you the worst thing you'll do, and again, because I work for the Treasury, the worst thing you can do is do nothing. You not paying anything, you not making any payments, Uncle Sam can and will come after you. And by the time he gets done with you, you will have no credit, and it's almost impossible not impossible, but it's almost impossible to discharge student loans and in bankruptcy if that's where you were trying to go. But I've had a few weeks. I mean, I've been following, obviously the student loan thing is a big thing, the inflation, that's a big thing, credit and budgeting. I'm going to talk a bit more about that but from a different perspective, and I'm going to try to aim this obviously for Latinos and I think concerns for us, but I want to kind of aim as well, not at the millennial necessarily. I was born in '80, so what am I? Am I generation Y? Generation, I don't know what generation I am, but I'll talk more about this. And the good news is that there's a lot of tools out there. I think a lot of things you want to do, if you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you want to do both, you want to pay off debt, you've got to have a budget. And I'm going to talk about that a bit more. And what I'm going to talk about, I'm not reinventing the wheel. Again, I'm going to try to put this in a context, here for Latinos, and especially here my generation. And I talk with people, not college educated, but college educated in particular, that they don't have a budget, and their budgets stink. And setting one up, it's not difficult. It is going to humble you because you're going to discover probably the things you're spending on. You may have to give some of them up, but the good news is that as you build your budget, you get to save more. Guess what? Your credit's probably going to go up, and that's probably going to help you get a better job. It's going to help lower some of your interest rates. Potentially that can open up additional lines of credit and all these things. But I have not gone away from the channel. I did take a bit of a break, obviously for a few reasons. I do feel a little more rested and relaxed. I travel somewhat often for my work, so these videos, I think I'm going to keep them probably short and kind of infrequent. Yeah. So it's good to be back. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have questions or concerns, because again, I will talk about finance as well and investments. I kind of have a few degrees in that. If you have questions, feel free to email them, or post them on the video, and I'll try to respond. And if you want to put them in Spanish, I'll read it, and I'm probably better off responding in English, and I'll maybe try to get some transition to help out. Obviously, here I'm referring to the American investment system. Obviously, the Latino world, you have investments in Central America, Mexico, and then you have in other countries. I'm going to focus here in the U.S. context, in the American context, because that's basically what I do. But in any case, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care. God bless. Have a good Wednesday. Bye-bye.